It's funny because I've been to America, to the Troma old office building, and me and my mate went there, got there, asked if Lloyd was in, it was day off. So this is like the second time I've been to London to try and catch him. The first time I came up to London, I didn't get hold of him. The second time it was like I come to this and then like guaranteed to meet him. So it's been pretty awesome. And
thanks for coming and showing your support for independent film. This is very important. Very, very important, because we can't have Titanic 15D playing all the time. I mean, I don't mind 3D as long as they do the characters and the story first and then the picture. But anyway, I'm Andrew, I'm Liam. No, I'm not. I'm Andrew, he's Liam. And we want to introduce the man that made it all happen. For the last 40 years, Troma Independence has been really, truly independent and giving us the films we really deserve and really want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, Lloyd Kaufman, President of Troma-Tainment. And Toxie, the Toxic Avenger, who you will see in action on the big screen, which is very rare for this country, with his little feather duster. And our gorgeous Tromette on a mission. Round of applause, please.
Thank you, beautiful Tromette. On a mission. I think we should have the New York Film Commissioner here with us because she is wise and will probably tell the truth. Can you join us? Do you mind, New York Film Commissioner? And in fact, I will sort of moderate here. Andrew, Liam, thank you so much for this. And no, you sit down. Come on, please. And just film. And
oh, don't speak. Just film.
No. Please, shall we proceed?
Well, this is the first time I'm seeing Father's Day, which you said had no relation to Mother's Day. There wasn't much of a correlation between this version and the 1997 Billy Crystal version. I thought some of the things were a little bit missing from that one, but the incest theme and the murder and the gore remain the same.
Yes, actually Father's Day is a shot-by-shot remake of 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Right, with an emphasis on the
incest and the ass fucking.
Exactly, yeah. What was it about the gore and incest and brothers and sisters fucking that attracted you to the script?
What was the what?
What was all that about? What attracted you to the script, to pour what little money you have into something like that?
Astron 6 had some short films in the Troma Dance Film Festival, and we saw from those, whoa, these guys are talented. And then they were very aggressive about making a movie for Troma. So I met one of them on the set of the remake of Mother's Day. The folks remaking Mother's Day wanted to it's my brother's movie, and they wanted to put my brother and me in the film a little. I think mainly to shut up the people who were upset about a remake of Mother's Day, to show that the Kaufman brothers were on board. And when I was on the set in Winnipeg, Canada, one of the Father's Day people were there, and they were very enthusiastic. He was very enthusiastic about. I don't even remember which Astron 6 guy it was, but anyway, I thought it was a great idea, and they wrote a script, and the script was very good. And they did let Michael Hers and me give them some elements to be in the script, but all of the suggestions that I made to them from there on in, they rejected, and indeed they were correct. And the movie is really good. Those guys are talented.
I always thought Astron 6 was a guy, but recently I found out that it's a collective of
there are
people.
five beautiful young boys.
Most of whom appeared on screen.
Well, they're all in the film, but 2 of them are under a great deal of makeup. 2 of them specialize in the effects, and Stephen Kostansky is a genius at creature effects and effects for very, very little money. And the guy, they're all brilliant. What more can I say? I know that you will see a lot more from these guys, in the same way that Oh, thank you so much. In the same way that Trey Parker and Matt Stone. What's this? Oh, Michael Bay. What? Michael Bay was. Michael Bay left this from the other night. Apparently, the big tribute. Any rate, these guys, in the same way that Trey Parker and Matt Stone, you could see talent written all over them. These guys are going to be major players.
Now, Lloyd, from what I understand, the Prince Charles here in London has a huge history with Troma, especially in the 90s. They actually showed Romeo and Juliet here in 1996.
Yes, we did.
There's one more Blu-ray available of Romeo and Juliet.
Cha-ching.
Thank you. Very good, New York Film Commissioner. By the way, we have some celebrities in the crowd I forgot to mention. Stand up. These are the makers of Spy Darlings. Turn around, please. Independent filmmakers. A musical that is in production here in the United Kingdom. And I've heard that Lloyd Kaufman has forced them to put him in the movie in a small part. Thank you very much.
Now, Lloyd, I hear that James Gunn actually wrote Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
That's right, the guy who made Slither and Super. And I also believe he actually wrote another script for Troma known as Schlock and Schlockability, The Revenge of Jane Austen.
Well, James Gunn didn't write that. Another guy did, who's a postman, and I can't remember his name, but we never got anywhere with it. We were hoping to get a British partner, but thus far we have not been able to get anybody.
And is there anything new with the Toxic Avenger 5, the Toxic Twins?
No, we have just working on the script, and we have not yet we have not yet been able to. Since nobody goes to our movies anyway, other than you folks, we have no distribution anywhere. There is no, and we don't make any money. Poultry Guys, Night of the Chicken Dead, my best movie, has hardly has not made any. It's not even. Will never break even. So there's no purpose in making a movie unless we really love it. And Father's Day, we really loved, and those guys were ready to go, and we did it. But the Toxie 5 script, the Toxic Twins, so far I have not gotten there yet where I really know where it's going, where I really believe in it. My wife says, what? Yes. We think, I think that we've found something I can really get behind, or at least get into my behind, called the Class of Newcomb High Redux, revisiting that, and I think that's going to be something that I can really believe in. And again, unfortunately, we are economically blacklisted, except for wonderful venues like the Prince Charles and 5 or 6 other people who support us. We are fucked. So unless we really love something, there is no purpose in doing it. So with Poultry Guys, we were clucked. Yes, thank you. My wife says that Poultry Guys, Night of the Chicken Dead is my foul movement. Yes, Andrew.
No, something you said inspired me. You said Class of Newcomb High. When you said that, I thought, why are you remaking something that doesn't necessarily be remade, but then suddenly American Reunion that has just opened popped into mind. So I'm thinking, that was probably before. You probably decided you want to do this for a while. Why are you deciding to remake Class of Newcomb High?
Well, I just think it's funny to, instead of making $100 million remake of a movie that cost $100,000, remake a tiny budget movie for an even smaller budget. And Michael Hers my partner is willing to let me direct it, so I have total freedom. And the beautiful Tromette, Anna, what's her name?
Huh? On a mission.
On a mission approves. On a mission approves. Toxie's. I don't know. We haven't gotten him under contract, but I think it'll be. It's sort of. I think it'll be something really good, and it'll be very different from anything else we've done.
You're making it, right? He's making it, right? Right?
Oh, very good wife. Very good first wife. Very good first wife.
And Lloyd,
yes, Liam.
sorry, will this be...
Liam, by the way, was at Oxford. I gave a master class at Oxford, and And Liam sat through 8 hours of Lloyd Kaufman and still is kind enough to support Troma. So Liam Reagan, ladies and gentlemen. Not since Ronald Reagan has there been a Reagan of such fortitude.
And Lloyd, will the Class of Nukem High Redux be 35mm like previous Troma releases, or because of the advent of digital video filmmaking with the red camera and high definition, will you be going that route, or will you be taking the 35mm route that Troma's always have done in there?
Good question. No, I think finally the digital format exceeds 35mm, so we will utilize that format. But we have been way ahead of the game because we knew how to make 35mm look like shitty, unfocused, scratched up VHS tape for 40 years. So we're just going back to our roots.
Okay, Lloyd, final question for me before
Yes,
we throw
sir.
it open to
Yes.
the
By
singles
the way, here's
of people.
Paul Vickery from
Paul,
the PCC.
the organizer.
There'd be no
Paul.
Troma Night without Mr. Paul Vickery. We met on younghairlessasianboys.com. And thank you, Paul, for this evening that my wife will never forget.
Okay, final question from me, Lloyd.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Obviously, some people in the audience might not know this because I've been talking to them outside. They're breaking their Troma hymen by coming here tonight and seeing it on the big screen. They are. I don't think they would be necessarily aware that the likes of Tarantino and De Niro and Samuel Jackson got their start via Troma one way or another. Now that we've got this Astron 6 team, do you think these are going to be the pioneers of the future, despite their history that they had here? I mean, are they going to go up and do Pulp Fiction and be accepted in that way, do you think?
I think these guys will be accepted. I think in the way that James Gunn and Tarantino and Eli Roth, they all were fans of Troma or worked for Troma, and they want to make money. I don't want to be living in a refrigerator carton and learning how to shit in a paper bag. But I'm not able to make it in the mainstream. Trey Parker and James Gunn and those guys, they're great people. They're the best. Most people in the industry who are in the mainstream are worse than wankers. They're scum of the earth. But they're small. There are a small number who are sensational, and they're great. And it's wonderful. And I am sure that Astron 6, I think they are big fans of Star Wars. I mean, obviously they are. They like Troma also, but I think they will be able to go mainstream and be true to their souls and do what they believe in and be honest, good, serious artists at the same time.
Okay, before we throw it to the audience, what one message would you want to convey tonight to the audience, particularly those that may be filmmakers? Well, not necessarily filmmakers, it's just anyone that likes this sort of thing.
Well, I guess just do what you believe in and don't listen to people. And if idiots like Michael Herz and Lloyd Kaufman can survive for almost 40 years with hideously deformed creatures of superhuman size and strength and fathers getting boffed up the behind and hard-bodied lesbians and all that sort of stuff, then anybody can do it. So to thine own self be true, and that is a phrase coined by one William Shakespeare, who wrote the best-selling book 101 Money-Making Screenplay Ideas, otherwise known as Hamlet. Do what you believe in. And don't
Thanks,
listen.
Lloyd, that's great. Thanks very much.
Don't listen to anybody except for Andrew Mackay and Liam Reagan.
I came tonight because I've loved Troma for so long and I've longed to see it in a cinema like this. I mean, how fantastic is this? You know, it's just an opportunity you can't miss, really. It's for me, it's a long old journey down, but it's well worth it for 3 Troma films in a row that you could never see in a cinema anywhere else, you know.
Why I'm here, basically my best friend turned me on to Troma movies, and they're awesome, they're hilarious. I've been in London for about a year, so it's kind of cool to have some B-movie American action here. And I bought these tickets for my friend's birthday, which was this week. So we're here to ask Lloyd Kaufman to bring more Troma events to London.
My question basically
Yes.
is, one of my favourite Troma films of all time is Bloodsucking Freaks. Is there a chance of a remake before the Hollywood system bastardise it and make it into some kind of advert?
We don't like blood-sucking freaks, do we?
Oh, do you not?
I don't care for it. It's much too misogynistic. In this day and age, Michael Hers and Lloyd Kaufman would never have got involved with that film.
What if the
But I don't think
sadist-
we would ever remake it, or it's just. It is very popular. It's very funny, but it really is much too awful. It's too nasty.
What if the sadist was a woman and it was a kind of lesbianistic sort of thing? Would that be acceptable?
Sorry?
What if the sadist, or the sadhu of the whole thing was a woman? Would that be acceptable?
In my personal life, I'm married, so I don't think it could possibly be accepted. My wife would not permit it. But I really today I don't think we would. I think we would probably not get. We were very we ran into that movie in the early '70s. I think in '74, and we didn't realize how evil it indeed was, even though it is hilarious.
It's possibly why I like it, to be honest. Yeah.
I don't even know what misogynistic means, but. Anyway, next question.
Hello, Lloyd. My name's Andrew.
Sorry?
My name's Andrew. Do you feel that sometimes people are afraid to ask you questions in public events?
What's your name, little boy?
Andrew.
Have you ever been to church? Have you ever
Well,
been in
judging
prison?
by the promotional video I just saw there, I don't think I'll bother now.
Anyway, you have a question.
I do, yeah. Now you've influenced Tarantino and all these other kind of people. I've heard a rumor that Madonna auditioned once for you. Is that true?
Not for me personally, but many times for Michael Hers, my partner, and the Troma team, who somehow managed not to cast her in the first turn-on. And that's true. As my wife reminds me, Madonna said she would do anything to be in the first turn-on. In fact, she made her own little. The first turn-on is about summer camp, and she came with her own little summer camp costume, and somehow came back repeatedly for auditions, and somehow Michael Hers and the Crackhead Squad Troma team managed not to see any talent there, which is we're really good at that. And six. What?
We were in Europe.
Yes, my wife and I were at the Cannes Film Festival, and 6 months later, while the first turn-on was underwhelming critics and audiences everywhere, Madonna burst like a rocket onto the cover of every national magazine, and she, in fact, told our crews and our casting people that she would be a big star, and everybody politely said, "Oh, good luck," and yeah, very good. Boy, are we stupid.
I seem to have copied and
But
pasted
we did Madonna a huge favor. Had we accepted her, the fates would have put her in a different direction, and she probably would have ended up.
I would like to have seen what would have happened had it gone that way.
I think she owes her career
I think
to
you're
us.
right. Yeah.
Next question. Yes.
So I think I just peed my pants a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. I thought there would be so many people queuing for the questions, so I didn't bother coming. But
Take a look behind you now.
yeah, they just come from my ass. Actually, what's going on is how come it's so hard in Europe to get all the Troma films? Is there like when I go to the website, for example?
How come it's so hard in Europe to get Troma films?
Yeah, to
You
get.
can get them very easily. You go to piratebay.com.
Yeah,
Couldn't be easier.
I do that all the time as well. I admit.
Lloyd, you may not know this, but it's been
We have no
blocked.
distribution. It's called economic blacklisting. The industry of film is a club of giant devil-worshipping international media conglomerates, and they do not permit, no matter what Troma has, we're not going to get in. We could have Gone with the Wind and talk to Ken Loach, talk to Mike Lee. They don't have an easy time either. Those guys have just as difficult a time. They have penetrated the mainstream of the mainstream. They have penetrated the hymen of the mainstream without getting fucked, but it ain't in my cards. There's just no way. So go to Pirate Bay.
Yeah, I do go to Pirate Bay, but the thing is, when I go to your
Even
website,
Pirate Bay blacklists us.
Yeah.
Thanks. Isn't that nice?
when I go to your website,
We're not even good enough for Pirate Bay.
I want to buy stuff off your website, but when I look at the fees for Europe, it's like $90 to get a pin.
Well, talk to your government. I don't pay. I'm not the mailman. Our movies are like £1. Our movies are like 99 cents. This is bullshit. Talk to with the guy.
I don't know.
What's his name? Your prime minister. I don't work for the post office. Anyway, it's a great question, though. If you want Troma movies in Europe, go find a distributor. We're economically blacklisted.
Actually, on this subject of piracy right here, there is such horror filmmakers like Adam Green from the Hatchet series that are very outspoken about video piracy and how it's stealing from the industry. What is actually your opinion on people, able to download Troma movies because there is no distribution? Well, in this country, apart from Arrow Video, that are currently releasing Troma videos in August. But in the meantime, what is your opinion on video piracy?
I'm all for file sharing. As an artist, I believe that the partnership should be between the fans and the artist, and that the most valuable... Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I hate to be serious. It's just terrible to be serious, but and brief, as Andrew says. The most valuable thing that the people can give me as an artist is time. It's worth much more than money. And we've been around for 40 years because the fans have given us their time, and somehow they take care of us. Somehow we keep going. Somehow we keep making movies. Troma is the herpes of the movie industry. We are not going away. Next question.
Okay, we've got time for one more question, so far away.
Lloyd, with people like Rodriguez and Tarantino pushing into what is the grindhouse market with big budget films like Machete, I wondered how you sort of felt about that and how you felt it sort of placed Troma in the future.
I think they're both brilliant filmmakers, and I think by definition, whatever they do will be worthwhile. What I object to is the journalists calling me up who never give me one sentence of print, and they call me up because Quentin Tarantino and Rodriguez are making a $60 million, 60,000 movie, and I'm supposed to comment. It's like giving me a crumb of, where were they when I was doing Toxic Avenger? Where are they now when Troma's having its 40th year next year? Fuck them. But the directors deserve they're great. They're brilliant directors. They're not copying people. They're making it their own. They're doing like somebody likes Mozart. Bud Powell was a great fan of Mozart, and he took Mozart and made it his own on the piano. I mean, that's great. If they're talented directors, they can do anything they want. If Michael Bay starts doing it, though, I don't like that.
But could something like Machete not have been...
We shouldn't pick on Michael Bay. It's just that Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they put me up to it.
Could something like Machete not very, very, very easily have been a Troma movie?
Those guys are all influenced by Troma. I'm happy with that. That's brilliant. I'm very flattered that they might be influenced by Troma, but but they're talented. The bottom line is, like Astron 6 or Trey Parker and Matt Stone or James Gunn or Eli Roth, these people are very, very talented. Most people are not. These people are. So anything they do, by definition, will at least be interesting. Anything that most of the baby food movies that we do get brainwashed into paying too much money at our local movie theaters. And what a pity so many UK independent theaters and cinemas have been forced to close down. That is a pity. So, but we get these big budget baby food, and that's it, because they're heavily promoted. That is very bad. No matter what those people make, it's going to be bad, with all due respect.
Head to talkintroma.com for more Troma history. Also available wherever you listen.